Story time. When my children were younger, we suffered from chronic homelessness. Thank God we made it through. But during one of those times, we were in a hotel, and I believe it was the Drury Inn and Suites. So they had two bedrooms, a living area with a pull-out sofa, a mini kitchen, and a bathroom. And moms of multiple children, you know that the youngest gets away with the most because by that time, we are exhausted, and he is the youngest of five. But he kept begging me, Mom, I want to take a bubble bath. Mom, I want to take a bubble bath. Please, please, please. And I really didn't keep bubbles in our home because my children suffered from eczema and it would dry out their skin. So I kept telling him, we don't have any bubbles. And he was a pain in my behind. And I was exhausted mentally because I was already dealing with trying to figure out where we were going to go because the hotel wasn't a place for us to live permanently. He kept begging and he kept begging and he kept begging and he kept begging. So I said, fine, go. What is you going to use? He said, we got that liquid stuff. I said, okay, fine. He's thinking dishwashing liquid. Fine. Let him go run his bubble bath, and he's having a good time. I hear water splashing everywhere, and I'm like, I'm going to have to clean up this mess when he's done. But if he's quiet for a little bit, let him. I happen to go in that bathroom just to check on him. I'm standing in water, of course. It's not that bad, but it's bad enough. And he's splishing and splashing, bubbles all over his head, bubbles all over his face, and I mean bubbles are everywhere. And I'm like smelling. I was like, boy, that smells good. That don't smell like dishwashing liquid. I look in the corner on the floor and there is my brand new empty now bottle of Summer's Eve feminine wash. And my son at the time, he was not into anything that was girly. Anything. Like if I had clear lip gloss and I wanted to put some on his lips because it was chapped, oh, he would fall on the floor and cry, but like, it's for girls, it's for girls. So I couldn't tell him that the feminine wash was for girls. I let him finish swimming and we cleaned the mess up. A few days later, when I bought some more, I showed it to him and I said, this is for ladies. This is not a soap that you can use for bubble bath. And he was like, okay. So needless to say, once he got a little bit older, I shared the story with a lot of people and they got a good kick out of it. And so did his siblings.